Welcome to ML's training webinar. Today's webinar is how to self-heal, and it's part of the AFT quantum healing approach to improve one's health and wellness and so on. So how to self-heal, because every time I come across this topic, I've come across this question very often from people all over the world is, I have this problem, I have that problem, and how can I heal this? How can I heal that? And so on. And I personally witnessed, researched, and worked on over thousands of different types of modalities, healings, different subjects and different issues and so on. From mental to emotional to physical issues and all kind of different issues. And I've seen that the core underlying fact for healing is the same in all aspects. So today's topic is on that, is how to self-heal. A piece of advice is try to look at the visuals that will make you have a better understanding. And also along the way, if you have any concerns, questions regarding certain topics, certain things, just drop in a message in the chat box. And if time permits, I'll try to address that or go over that again. Now, if you were to take anyone above the age of 40 or 45 and so on, I'm sure they have some kind of issues, some kind of medical issues or some kind of physical issues and so on that's kind of bothering them, and it tends to I would say escalate over the years, and I'm sure that everyone is having such kind of issues and looking for solutions to overcome such issues. I'm going to use the word issues because I want to generalize the whole topic today. So this topic is how to self-heal. So I'm going to share a little bit about energy healing or energetic healing. And then I'm going to touch on a little bit on AFT quantum healing. Then I'm going to move into some of the core steps of how to self-heal. In fact, when we were working on this tutorial, and we realized that the subject is so huge that we have to do a couple of series on this itself. And I have not done this particular webinar through the webinar. I've done a lot of workshops on self-healing and so on, but not on a webinar. So I'm trying to modulate, trying to regulate myself to give you the best experience. And please take note that the information contained in this presentation has not been evaluated by FDA. This information is not intended to treat, diagnose, or cure or prevent any diseases. So all information here are only for educational purposes, and always seek the advice of a physician or other qualified healthcare providers with any questions regarding your medical conditions before undertaking any diet, exercise, or health programs. So you got to understand about energetic healing. You got to have a little basics understanding of energetic healing. Energetic healing is a method of healing that manipulates the subtle energy system of the body, or rather the bodies, the different organ systems and so on, with the goal of ensuring that the mental, physical, and spiritual well-being of a person. So it's never on a physical dimensions. It's not working on emotional or whatever. You're working at the subtle energy system itself, a much deeper understanding of that. Energy is the underlying infrastructure of the body. The body does not create the energy system. It is the energy system that creates the body. Your breath right now, your life right now, the movement, the emotions, the actions, and everything is regulated. It is because of the infrastructure system, the energetic infrastructure system, that portrays, that evolves into this physical creations that you have. So the energy field is an intelligent system that regulates health and healing. And the health or the lack of the energy system is mirrored in the health of the mind, body, and spirit. So if you were to take a physical body and you break it down to limbs, break down to organs, break the organs down, you have tissues, break the cells, tissues, you have cells, break the cells, you have molecules, break the molecules, you have atoms, break the atoms, you have electrons, protons, and neutrons. So basically we are a bundle of condensed energy. So in fact, the energy is the underlying infrastructure of our body. So when you talk about energetic healing, we're working at the subtle energy force, the main energy force, or what we call the life force. So when you talk about quantum healing, Quantum healing is healing the body and mind at a quantum level, again at the subtle level, okay? A level which is not manifested at a sensory level. So you might not feel it. If you're feeling it, it's a ripple effect of what's happening at the subtle level, all right? Quantum healing involves a shift in the fields of energy information so as we bring about a correction in an idea that has gone wrong. You know, we're made up of different complex systems. Our whole body, the whole engineering dynamics of our body. Your heart cells, they have a dynamics, they have a coding, they have a matrix of how to maintain and harmonize and manage their heart. They're not concerned of the liver, they're not concerned of the stomach or anything else. So different cells have different functions and different organs have a different function. So it's the intention of the observers changes and creates an outcome of how quantum behaves. This is a very important fact to take note of. There's multiple research that has confirmed that the intention of the observer and creates the outcome of how quantum behaves. The moment you focus an attention onto something at a quantum level, all right, dynamically it changes at the quantum level. At the subatomic level, when we observe something, we can change its outcome. So basically, energetic healing or quantum healing relates to the same fact, is that when we are able to set an intention, we're able to affect the result at the quantum level. I have personally witnessed, I've personally seen how bones can actually heal itself faster when you set an intention onto it, when you're able to channel energy and keep your focus on that. I've seen growth disappears over a couple of minutes and so on. So it is possible if we are able to work at that intense level. So touching on quantum healing itself is these extraordinary forms of quantum healing are related to understanding of quantum physics and of consciousness. So just as quantum physics aim to describe physical phenomena normally hidden at a subatomic level, so quantum healing is directed to the healing of the body-mind from a deep, unmanifested level of consciousness. So the mind and the body are expressions of this profound consciousness known as the quantum mechanical body, according to Dr. Deepak Chopra. So in short is you are a manifestation of your thought, of your subtle energy itself. All right. And you can work at the subtle level in changing or improving any conditions or any issues. So if that is quantum healing, now let's look at what is AFT quantum healing. AFT quantum healing refers to quantum healing, but leveraging on energized products without the interferences or manipulations of any individuals. All right. Normally in energy healing, there's always more than one person that actually channels the energy in different modalities and so on. So in this case, we leverage on energized products that is resonating at 0 point field or resonating at life force energy. And just like light to conduct light therapy and music to conduct sound therapies, AFT quantum healing uses specialized AFT energized products like the wands, pendants, and the healing discs and so on to resonate at 0 point resonance or life force resonance. Okay, so that is, I would say, a preface to give you an understanding before we go into the dig deep into the main core subject of how to self-heal. Now, if you're looking at this chart, you might be wondering the different type of colors and so on. And I'm sure that you would be amazed to know that there's different kind of issues and different kind of medical conditions, mental conditions, emotional conditions, physical conditions, and again, break down into different names and so on. I don't go into all those details, but in fact, to a certain extent, I've come across people are branding themselves with their medical conditions. I am so and so, I am so and so, and I'm sure you have come across that yourself. So just have that in mind. Imagine you're adopting an identity of a medical condition that actually confirms what you are or who you are or helps you to stay in that medical condition. So, we all know that what we are, what we believe, and our belief system is so strong enough that our body actually conditions and accepts that. Now, let me just share with you that particular theory of that. Okay, imagine, just close your eyes and imagine holding a half lemon, a lemon that you just cut, a lemon that is sour in taste and so on. I'm sure you have tasted lemon before. Now close your eyes and imagine picking up this half lemon and squeezing this juice into your tongue, and imagine how it feels. I'm sure some of you started salivating, and some of you start feeling, squinching and so on. So that's just an that imagination. Your body reacts to that imagination. Now let's put it the other way around. Imagine, you're holding a very sweet candy, a candy that you like and so on. A candy or an ice cream or something like that that's sweet in flavor and so on. And imagine, putting that into your tongue and feeling that savoring taste of that. Again, you can feel the taste in your tongue itself, even though it is only an imagination. So just a thought, just an imagination actually helps the body to react, to condition itself to react. So imagine when you adopt a belief, adopt an identity of a medical condition, what happens? It confirms what you are, all right? It confirms, and you start unconsciously adapting to that. So try to be aware of the medical condition. I'm not telling you don't be aware of it. Be aware, but don't adopt it as an identity, because that, from a quantum point of view, from an energetic point of view, from a holistic point of view, you are allowing to happen. And this is very important for self-healing itself, is not to adopt an identity. Now, if you think you are a cat, all right, if you believe you're a cat, you will never be able to believe or behave like a dog, all right? It's just two different identity by itself. So just like that, take note that try to avoid that. Be aware of the medical conditions, be aware of the issues, but don't adopt the identity, all right? So with that said and done, I'm going to move into the core approach to self-healing. And some of the points I'm going to share with you, you might want to laugh it out, okay, because it's very common, it's very known, but, it's been said very well that a lot of time we know what is good for us, but sometimes we don't indulge into that, all right? So like that, knowledge is only a potential power, only otherwise when you use that. So I'm going to share with you some points, and some points may be a reminder, some points that you already know, but this might be a time that you want to adopt it and change it. And anything for that matter, anything, I repeat again, anything, any kind of conditions, any kind of disorders, be it be pain, be it be a serious issues or whatever it is, if you set forth your intention, if you were to adopt the willingness, if you were to adjust the changes and so on, and work on it strongly, you can and you will allow the transformation, I will use the word transformation, to happen. Lots of time people look for solutions, they look for shortcuts, they look for ways and means. I have personally witnessed, and I'm sure you have too, all right? I've seen people having issues that they don't want to change their lifestyle, they don't want to incorporate some of the health and wellness regime in order for the healing to happen, and they just go for a quick solution. Now imagine you have a car. Imagine you have a car and you have not topped up the gas. Do you expect the car to move? Do you expect the car to perform? I'm sure not, all right? And just like that, there's some due diligence that you have to incorporate, that you have to adapt in order for the transformation to happen, in order for the body to heal. In another word, all right, again, I'm sure you have experienced that, you have witnessed that a dying plant or a plant that has been not, you have not put an intent, not taken care of it properly or whatever it is, and you water it, you put it for some sunshine and so on, and then you change the soil or add some nutrition to eat and so on. And within a couple of days or weeks, you see the plant blooming and growing back well and so on. So just like that, we tend to abuse our body so much so that these have caused the breakdowns in us. All right. And here we go, some of the ways and means that you can self-heal. All right. You can self-heal. First and foremost, to self-heal is one particular technique that you have to learn, that you have to adopt, that you have to use, is breathing. You might be laughing, hey, I'm alive. That's because I'm breathing. That's not the breathing I'm talking about. I'm talking about breathing. Breathe to self-heal. All right, breathing consciously, breathing in a manner. In fact, we are not breathing. We are not having a healthy breath all the time. Most of the time, we are stressed. When we are stressed, our breath is shallow, and we are just doing it. So you got to consciously breathe and put your attention in your breathing, because that really empowers. There's a lot of scientific to show how breathing and effective breathing can help to engage every single cells in your body, activate every single cells in your body, bringing oxygen to the body for the detoxification to happen and so on. So let's look at one particular technique of self-healing. All right, that's breathing. In this breathing, this is called mindful breathing. I will use the word mindful breathing, where you close your eyes. Why close your eyes is so that you can put your attention to yourself within. Because if your eyes are open, too many channels and too many processing is happening. So when you close your eyes, your brain activation goes down deep to your conscious movement and so on. So in this breathing, mindful breathing, we're talking about just inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. All right, inhale. 1, 2, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Exhale. So when you inhale, you don't have to force yourself to inhale much. Just inhale comfortably, but more than your usual unconscious breathing. All right, this is a conscious breathing. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Whatever issue I already spoke about. So whenever you have the time, could be in the morning, could be in the afternoon, could be in the evening, or could be any point of time. If you would ask my advice, I would say do it every different. Do it in the morning, do it in the afternoon, do it in the evening. Just close your eyes, sit down comfortably, and just take a deep breath and let go. Take a deep breath and let go. Do it for about 10 times. Then gradually increase to 15, 20 to 30 times. If you can do 10 times, you can actually set your intentions into that. It will be difficult in the beginning to set your intention and your conscious behavior into that. It's very tough for some people, but you have to, humans are creatures of habit, so you have to inculcate good habits into that, and you won't believe the amazing benefits of breathing. Right, 70% of the toxins are released simply by breathing properly. So if you aren't breathing properly, the toxins do not get released. So it's a simple way. You release tension when you are afraid, stressed, nervous, or your breathing pattern changes. So breathe slowly, purposefully, and deeply to feel relaxed. All right. So release emotional distress, clear out negative and confused feeling in your deep breath. So issues, as I mentioned earlier to you, we have mental, physical, emotional, or even spiritual issues. We have so much issues that do affect us in different aspects, and sometimes we do not know what causes that. One underlying way how you can actually do that consciously is through breathing. And this is easy even if you're a senior, even if you're a 70, 80-year-old person. All right, time to time, whenever you have a chance, whenever you feel stressed, whenever you feel pain and so on, or whenever you feel disorder, discomfort, or imbalance, and so on, just close your eyes and start breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Just simple but consciously, and do it more than one time, especially in the morning when you wake up and you want to move before you get your days done. This is an exciting way. And start with 10 counts and eventually and gradually increase it to 15, 20, 30 to around 5 to 10 minutes. Don't force yourself. This is a relaxed breathing. All right, it's a relaxed breathing. And when you close your eyes, just focus on your breath and your count. Focus on your breath and count. Why? When you do that, your mind's attention goes to the breathing. All right. And of course, I'm not going into all the scientific details of breathing and what happens when you breathe and so on. I'm just sharing with you the techniques of that. All right, that's another breathing. This is I would call it the breathing exercise. Earlier was breathing, a conscious breathing. This is a breathing exercise. So if you have any kind of discomforts, you might want to try that. And again, it's not a medicine, so don't expect an overnight cure on it. Don't expect. All right, now we're going to go into the second one. That is the breathing exercise. Again, when you breathe, you're bringing in the oxygen. You're pumping oxygen to every single cells in your body, and that actually helps to activate it. All right, to activate it. From Middle East, Asia, US, and even Europe logging into this call. So, okay, thank you very much. Thank you. I see that some people can hear me well. Good. Let's move on. I'm sorry about that. So, breathing exercise, and this try it. And if you if you're not a person that's physically active, you might want to go into that. It's very powerful, very strong. All right, in a couple of days, just couple of days on doing this, you can see the results, you can feel the results and so on. So stand tall, stand straight, stand tall. All right, stand straight, stand tall. Keep your feet slightly wide about your shoulders width. All right, and what you do is you bend down. When you bend down, you release whatever air you have, like you relax. Like that, you breathe down. As you breathe down, breathe out, you bend down as much as you can, as much as you can, relax, and then you breathe in. As you breathe in, lift up. Okay, lift up, come back and lift up, and lift up your hands. So as you breathe in as much as you can. Again, let's stand straight. All right, shoulders apart, your leg, and now breathe out. When you breathe out until the last gap of air from every single part of your body. So breathe out, but relax. Okay, don't tense yourself. Relax. As when you breathe out, you relax. Then you breathe in. As you breathe in, come up. All right, and lift up your arms right above as the picture. All right. So breathe in. Breathe in as much as you can through your nose, all right? Hold it for a couple, 1, 2, 3, or 4, and then you breathe down. When you breathe down, again, you bend forward, relax, drop your arms, and you breathe down. Breathe out, sorry. As much as you can, and again, you breathe, and you stand straight, lift up your arm, all right? Breathe down. Breathe up, all right? Breathe down, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. And notice, normally on the third or the fourth round, you start to breathe in more and try to breathe in more. Okay, as you lift up your arms, look forward in the sky as if you're breathing in the whole universe into you. All right, you got to feel that. And then you breathe out. As you breathe out, bend forward, let go, let go, let go. And you want to actively tell yourself when you breathe in the wellness. When you breathe out, let go the illness. When you breathe in the positivity. When you breathe out, let go the negativity. When you breathe in the cosmic energy. When you let go the negative energies. If you can do just 10 times, you will be perspiring. You will be perspiring. And if you can do about 20 to 25 times like that, that is equivalent to around 20 to 30 minutes of brisk walking. That powerful. All right. When you breathe in deep, you're actually bringing in the oxygen to every single, so it activates your lymphatic system, activates the whole channel, your meridian channel, the whole entire system, activates every single cells, pumps up every single cells. And then when you breathe out, the detoxification process happens, your metabolism increases, the body circulation increases, and the phenomenal results happen. Lots of can be solved just by breathing consciously and doing the breathing exercise. So this is just one part of it. We still got a lot more to cover. So I'm not going to go into details. Hopefully in some workshops I'll be able to cover in details. The next one, that if you are talking about healing yourself, if you're talking about having some issues that is bothering you and you want to work on it and you want to solve it forever, drink alkaline water. Drink alkaline water. Drink enough water to hydrate your body. You won't believe how water, as simple as it is, can actually solve a lot of problems. Again, I'm not going to go into detail, and preferably if you can, drink high alkaline energized water from mWater Actify, because the AFT technology involved there, it triggers the healing, it purifies the water. You know, water has the greatest membrane, memory, and so on. So even it has prehistoric membrane memories of whenever the water was being used and so on. So during our energization process, it cleanses it, clears every single to bring in the highly energized, crystallized water that triggers. In fact, I know in some parts of some countries, mWater Actify has actually been promoted, sold in bottled glass bottle as healing water, because that much of power it has. So drink enough, drink regularly, and if you have issues, let me repeat that again, if you have issues that you want to solve, try this. Every hour, every second of an hour, have a glass. Drink more water during the day and less in the night. Try every hour a glass of energized water and see the changes that happen. So again, all right, if you're having issues with your car, all right, do an overhaul, put that car into proper servicing, and you won't have trouble with your cars. Just like that, if you were to engage into health and wellness regime, if you were to involve yourself with all the good healthy habits, your transformation is phenomenal. Right? At least you can avoid the uneasiness, the pain, the disorders, and discomforts, and so on. At least you can see that. So that's the second point, is drink enough water. The third one, and I have to repeat that again, is diet and supplements. A diet rich in vegetables and fruits and low in animal fats is the best. Lean sources of protein such as beans, rich in nutrients like nuts, fiber, rich seeds are also great. A complementary dietary supplement is advisable according to the needs and deficiencies. We have different what we call diets around the world, and sometimes we're so used to certain food sources and so on. And I always ask this question whenever I have food with people. And you might want to ask this question too when you are going to have a meal. Every time when you're going to have a meal, ask yourself, did you choose this meal because you are hungry, or because you want to be healthy, or because you are looking for that taste food or tasty food? Because most of the time when we pick a meal is because we are hungry. When we are hungry, we will just eat simply anything to fill up the hunger. All right. When we are, having that taste for spaghetti, or a taste, for that steak and so on. So what happens is we go for a food that we like, something that we do, and again we compromise our health. But only when we look and we decide to go for a meal that supports our health and wellness, we tend to improve our health and wellness. So you might want to look into your diet on a regular basis, regardless of what is your issues and discomforts are, and also add the complementary dietary supplements like our MGenix range. Again, I'm not promoting our product, but it is essential to understand the importance of that. Our DNA switch on that actually has rich in antioxidants that triggers the different types of digestive enzymes in your body to break down different kind of food and food sources and so on. All right. The latest Imify D, the Wycola for the collagen and so on. All right. So that's dietary supplement. Okay. The next one, fourth, is sleep. Very, very important if you want to self-heal. Sleep. The body is endlessly working to repair and regenerate itself. This happens to a great extent when we are awake, our sympathetic nerves is activated. When we're asleep, our parasympathetic nerves is activated. So what happens is when our body's energy is only minimal being used, especially when we are asleep, all right, our autonomic nervous system functions and so on is brought down to the minimum so that the rejuvenation and the healing can happen. So take as much of sleep as possible and sleep in the night to maintain your bio clock properly. The fifth one is exercise. Whether you are, physically active person or not active person, or you have trouble getting out of bed or even taking a couple of steps, do it. You won't enjoy the benefit of it until you try it, and once you do it, you'll love it. You'll love it all the while. It's wonderful. Exercise, just move, just go for a brisk walk, a light walk, or a jog, or a run, or at least bring your dog on a walk, or just go to the outdoor activities, swim or dance. It's also another form of exercise. Just any kind of dance, just move your body and keep that whatever it is, because exercise brings about a lot of benefits. Reduce body fat, increase lifespan, oxygenates your body, strengthens muscles, or wards off viruses, and strengthens hearts, clears arthritis, and boosts your mood, maintain mobility, and you won't believe the rest of it. It's awesome. You should try it if you have not been doing it. All right. So that is number 5, exercise. So first one is breathing. That's the first one I've shared. In breathing, I've shared 2 different types of breathing: the comfortable conscious breathing and the breathing exercise itself. The second is water. Drink a lot of water, alkaline water, healing, energized water. Third is diet and supplements, ensure that. Fourth is sleep. Fifth is exercise. Now let's move to some of the main subjects of healing, where you want to concentrate, you want to participate and actively, proactively work to self-heal yourself. Do your wanding regularly. Do your wanding regularly. All you have to do is in the morning when you wake up, after your morning chores and so on, sit down comfortably, especially if you have done your breathing and so on. All right, sit down comfortably. You can even stand and take up the wand, point the wand right at the top of your head, the crown, the top of the head. Just tap it lightly. The tap is called provocation, and provocation tends to activate every single energy channels, the whole line, the chakra lineage itself. So you tap for a couple of seconds, and then you start turning clockwise. Keep your eyes closed, turning clockwise. Count your rounds. The reason why when you breathe you count, when you want you count, is when you are counting, you are consciously putting your attention on your work, on the thing that you do. Otherwise, your brain will be thinking somewhere else, and you won't be balanced. You won't be consciously active. All right. So count yourself. Count to 9 rounds or 18 rounds or 27 rounds, and then move to the second point, that is the third eye. Again, 9, 18, 13. And as you turn, just keep your breath, focus on your breathing, and at your third eye, that is at your forehead, and then move on to your thyroid chakra, the thyroid glands and so on. So let's look at the 7 different chakras and the glands. The top one is crown. That's where the pineal gland is, top of the head. The second one is third eye chakra, which is the pituitary gland, that is right at the back, the center of your forehead. Third is thyroid chakra. Thyroid chakra, that is center of your throat or your neck. The fourth is thymus chakra, which is the center of your chest. Thymus chakra, center of your chest. Again, you point it and you want. When you want, keep to your breathing. All right, focus on your breathing and your count. All right, that's your thymus, center of your chest. The fifth one is solar plexus, which is the solar plexus or the adrenal gland. Okay, that is right at the rib cage, the bottom of your rib cage. Then you move to the sacral chakra, the groin glands, that is about 1 inch below your navel. That's a very important point, the sacral chakra. And then the seventh one is the root, which is the base of your spine, right in the front. You can just wand it, okay? And of course, the last one, this in M1, 8, last one, that's 8 point, which is the T1, which is the back of your neck where all stress get built up and so on. So you might want to point it and again turn clockwise. Why you turn clockwise? Because you create an implosion. You channel energy, you focus the energy to move through. So you create that particular flow. So that is M-wanding. And again, there's a lot of videos to show you how this is done. So you might want to try it, practice it, and do it every day. And whenever possible, do it more than once a day. That'd be good. Even before you go to sleep and after you wake up in the morning. All right. So that is number 6. Now I'm going to share with you a bonus round. I know I'm running late, but I believe you can see my excitement in that. These are some of the ways that I've worked with people, and I've also witnessed the transformation that happened in people, and I want to share with you the maximum results. So the next one we're going to have is the last one. I call it the bonus one, is self-healing meditation. It's actually a creative visualization. As I mentioned to you earlier, that in quantum physics, in AFT quantum healing, or quantum healing itself, is when the person's intention, focus, and energy is channeled to a point, manifestation happens at that. All right. So for those who are serious in allowing the body to heal, then you have to facilitate the body to heal. And one good way is your proactive participation in what we call self-healing meditation or creative visualization. Okay. So first you have to identify the issues, and remember to discount those issues. Don't take on the identity. For example, okay, you have some issues that has some medical conditions. Be aware of that so that you know what you're going to correct, what you're going to command your body to correct. Okay, that's very important. All right. And then once you have identified the issues, all right, always check yourself, confirm yourself, what is the desired outcome All right. What have you decided? What is the outcome you want? The desired outcome. All right. You want to be healthy. You want to be young. You want to be full of energy. You want to be positive, and you want to be bubbling with energy and so on. So feel that. Have that outcome. All right. Be aware of the issues and always look for the outcome, the results that you want. All right. And also do some work, right? Have certain affirmations. Write down affirmations, that positive affirmations or suggestions that is more of you and something that you want to confirm yourself with. All right. So it's good to do some kind of preparation before. All right. So identify the issue, be aware of the issue, imagine, and also desired outcome that you want. You want to get rid of the issue. Don't try that. Look for the outcome. Look for the end results, what you want. The healthy young individual, bubbling with energy. Want to do some of the activities that you would be able to do if you don't have those issues and so on. All right. So have the affirmations, have the suggestions. Okay. Now that you are ready, this is what you should do for self-healing. It's a bonus round. Try to accommodate with me as I'm doing this. So close your eyes and now count 10 to 1. Again, count 10 to 1. The idea of counting this time, again, is to keep your attention to what you're doing, is to get you into that what we call the quantum zone, to that state of healing that can happen, all right, to where you are able to touch at your subconscious level. That's where the power, the innate intelligence that you have. So close your eyes and just casually count from 10 to 1. Close, breathe in, breathe out. 10, breathe in, breathe out. 9, breathe in, breathe out. 8, breathe in, breathe out. 7, breathe in, breathe out. 6, breathe in, breathe out. 5, as you breathe in and breathe out, you tend to go slower and softer, deeper and deeper. You will just naturally, you will go into that. You are going into that quantum zone. So breathe in, breathe out. 3, breathe in, breathe out. 2, breathe in, breathe out. 1. Okay, so just focus on your breathing. Breathe out. Now, keep your eyes closed and roll your eyeballs to the left. Roll it to the left. 1, 2, roll it to the left. 3, 4, and 5. Now keep your eyes closed. Roll your eyeballs to the right. Eyeballs to the right. Roll it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now keep your eyes closed and tell yourself that you're sitting on a spiral tunnel, and it's going down, and you're just spiraling down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep down to a safe and secure place. Your entire intention is in that point deep down. Tell yourself your mind, body, and emotions are all centered at your heart. At your heart. Good. Again, you tell yourself that as you sit relaxed in this position, imagine a bright, white light shining from the skies to the top of your head. Now, this 100% pure white light, as it touches your head, it flows down through your whole entire body. It flows down through your whole entire body from your head. It flows inside your head. It flows through the neck. It flows through to the shoulders, and it's flowing down from your shoulders to your arms and to your chest. As it flows down, tell yourself and feel yourself that it is cleansing every cells, it's balancing every cells, and it's healing every cells, and it's energizing every cells. Imagine this bright white light that flows from the sky to your head. It flows down to your across your shoulders to your arms and to your chest. It flows down to the upper chest to your lower chest. It flows down to your arms and your lower chest. As it flows down, it is healing. It is cleansing, balancing, healing every cells in your body. This bright white light flows through your midsection of your body, to your stomach, to your midsection, to your hips, and so on. And as this white light flows, and those issues and those areas you're having issues, you find this white light working on it and cleansing it, healing it, and energizing it. This white light flows to the hips and down to your legs, your upper legs, and down to your lower legs, and down to your feet. You feel this bright white light flows from your top of your head and down to your feet, and every cells is cleansed, balanced, healed, and energized. And feel that white light in your whole entire quantum. Brighten it. Brighten it. Brighten it as much as the sun, and feel the energy and the vibrancy in it. It cleanses, balances, heals, and energizes. And feel that. As you feel that, tell yourself you are well healed, and imagine yourself bursting with energy and vitalities. And this is the time, feel and tell your affirmations and suggestions. Affirmations and suggestions. I am bursting with, I am, and I am. And feel that, and feel that, and feel that. Stay in that moment as much as you can. In fact, if you love that, you should do more often, because this way you are not only empowering yourself, you're also tapping on the innate intelligence and the cosmic energy that's available, readily available around you. So that is the 7th modality. So if you like it, feel it, just count yourself from 1 to 6 and come out of it bursting with energy and vitality. 1, up, 2, up, 3, up, 4, up, 5, up, and 6, up. I hope you liked it. I hope, and I too strongly believe that some of these points you know, or most of these points you know, but you're not been using it. So you might want to decide to indulge that in your life, because you are living energy and you can indulge and you can expend your energy and energy quantum. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are the 7 ways to self-heal yourself. And I know some of them are basic due diligence that you have to incorporate yourself. And along the 7, I've told you about the breathing. It's one way of self-healing. The M-wanding, the creative visualization, self-healing. And these are the methods and means. And of course, try more than 1 or 2 of these ways to indulge yourself. If you can try, incorporate all the 7 into your life on a regular basis. So these are the 7 ways and means, and I'm going to end with today's webinar with this quote. And you got to, try to embrace this quote. You'll understand it. When I read this quote, I don't know who wrote this quote. I was touched with it. You attract what you are, not what you want. If you want greatness, then you got to be great. Now watch this quote again. You attract what you are, not what you want. So if you want greatness, if you want great, then be great. So with that thought in mind, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us from all over the world. And I'm going to end you with this thought: is be well so that you can think well, do well, feel well, live well. With that, thank you very much. Till we meet again in the next webinar, wishing you a great weekend. May the energy be with you. Thank you.